Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this channel. Today we're going to talk about stability. If you saw my first video, we talked about mobility and the poor postural habits we develop as we age due to our environment. So let's review mobility. What does mobility mean? It means to be able to move or to be moved easily. It's plain and simple. What is stability? Stability is a state of being stable, as simple as that. So you put good mobility together with good stability and you get good movement patterns. When we have good movement patterns, we feel better through everything we do in our day. But due to our poor postures that we create from sitting too much, being on our computers too much, being on our phone too much, doing too much in front of us, and creating poor postures. So let's review our poor postures. If we sit too much, what happens? We create rolled shoulders, we create that head carriage, we create weak glutes from sitting too much, tight hip flexors from sitting too much, tight hamstrings from sitting too much, weak core for dumping our pelvis forward, tight hip flexors, weak posterior chain. It goes on and on and on. So we want to look at what we can do to create more stability around our joints where it's needed and to create good mobility around our joints where it's needed also. Putting the two of them together makes for a beautiful thing. So we looked at the mobility last time. This time we're going to look at the stability exercises that we can put together with them and create some beautiful harmony. Let's do this. Alrighty. Here we are. Welcome back to the little studio. So I've picked about 10 different exercises to work on stability for the issues that we create as we age due to the environment we live in. So we're gonna take it down to the mat and I'm just gonna go through about 15 repetitions of both. We'll break down a couple of exercises and make them a little more advanced and so you have some options to play with also. But we're going to take it to the mat and we're going to go on our backs first of all. Now I've got my little step here, kind of using it like a wall. And I also have a little rolled up towels for my knees. And this for your head, if you actually have excessive head carriage, and we tend to have that excessive cervical sway, this is really kind of good to have to rest your head, okay? So those are your options. I'm going to place that here. We're going to take it onto our backs and we're just going to focus on breathing to begin with because breathing is number one. If we don't breathe properly, we're going to have a lot of issues going on. So we're just going to take one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and we are going to just take some big breaths into our belly. So you want to feel that belly rise when you have that hand on it, okay? So we're just gonna take a couple of big breaths in and then slowly exhale through your mouth, feeling the belly sink and let go of all of that air and then feel it through the chest. So nice and easy. You're gonna go into the belly first and then nice and easy exhaling out. So you really want to feel your shoulders let go, everything let go. Nice and easy. One more time. And then exhale everything out. Just setting everything up nice and gentle. And then we're just going to release the hands to the side. Relax the shoulders from the ears. We're going to take those ankles underneath those knees. And we want to make sure we are in hip-knee ankle alignment. And we're just going to go into a basic pelvic tilt to start with. So all I want you to do is focus on contracting those muscles, like pulling your belly button to the ground and then slowly releasing. So if you were to put your little hands right by your pelvic bones and you pull down, you would feel the muscles pull down. We don't want to feel them push up so much. We want to feel them pull down and that back kind of get into a nice comfortable position towards the floor. Again, just nice and easy. We're going to do a couple of those, okay? So nice and gentle, contract, and then relax. This is a really good exercise to wake up the transverse abdominals, those muscles that wrap around the spine and work as a girdle. And they tend to get weak, especially if we're sitting a lot. So we really want to wake them up. So let's just go 5 more. Nice, good contraction. And last 4. Remember to breathe. Breathing is super important. Last 3. 2 more to go. And then 1 more to go. And then just slowly relax. Now I'm going to use this board as a wall. So I'm going to put my hands right up against the wall. So if you're close to a wall, it's great. And then you're going to grab a hold. Oh, I've got my little cushion here. You're going to grab a hold and you're going to place either a yoga block or a towel between your legs, creating tension through that core. And again, creating a little tension right through that, again, connection of the yoga block and or else the towel. So just taking a couple of breaths and just holding that, again, creating the tension throughout the trunk. This is your number 1 phase to a dead bug. So just nice and gentle, again, feeling that contraction, then relax. So pulling that back down, breathe, and release. We're just gonna go a couple more, nice and easy. Breathe and release. Let's go 2 more. So again, really creating tension throughout that trunk, pushing the arms against the wall so you really feel, again, that contraction. And then slowly release. Then I'm gonna take the little pad away. We're gonna hold that contraction. We're gonna keep the tension throughout the trunk, push the arms against the wall, and we're gonna slowly drop the heels one at a time. So really keeping that core contraction, not letting go of that back. So you wanna remember to breathe as you move through this, nice and gentle. And we're just gonna go for about 10 heel drops. So that's 3, 4, you got it, 5. So this is a really good way to understanding how those deeper muscles should work. You got it, guys. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and then last one, and then we're gonna advance it a little bit more. So remember, go where you're comfortable. Then we're gonna extend the one leg out and slowly bring it back in, creating tension again with the arms up against the wall, pulling that back down. You got it, nice and easy. Keep breathing. Remember, breathing is number 1. You got this, you guys. Beautiful. So nice and gentle. Really pulling that belly button down. Awesome. Breathe in. Let's go for 4 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Awesome. And then I'm going to take the arms up. I'm going to scoot down a bit. I'm going to take the arms up. So right into that dead bug now, pulling the belly button down. We're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. We're gonna shift out nice and gentle and then slowly bring it back in. So option is to drop the heels. So you can just drop that heel instead of having the full extension out, but really gauging, pulling that belly button down. I know I'm kind of skimming my board back there. Nice and easy. So again, really focusing on what those belly button muscles, like those core muscles are doing. That belly button's pulling right down. You don't want that back popping up. Nice solid core. Beautiful. Okay, do you think, let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and then last one, nice and easy. Then just bring the knees into the chest, nice and gentle. A nice gentle back stretch. So nice and easy, taking a couple of big breaths here. And then we're just gonna slowly release the legs. So we want to keep the hip, knee, ankle alignment. We want to keep the ankles underneath the knees. Now I'm just going to go into a little bit of bridge. So nice and easy. We'll activate those glute muscles that tend to get underactive because we sit on them so much. So when we're doing a bridge, we want to kind of co-contract, make everything strong through that core, flat ribs. So as we come up, we want to squeeze the glutes. We don't want to arch the lower back, and we want to keep those ribs nice and flat, okay? So slowly coming back down and then squeezing the glutes at the top. So same thing, make sure you're not arching the back as you come up. You want to squeeze the glutes, keep the ribs nice and flat so the core is strong. And again, pushing kind of the shoulder blades into the ground, and remember to breathe. So we're going to go for 15 repetitions. That's 4. Looking good. 5. And these are great corrective exercises to do every day, every second day, and then build ourselves up to working towards more exercises that are more advanced for stability. So again, always good to work those foundation muscles. Get on the ground, and squeeze those glutes. Awesome, guys. Let's go for 6 more. 6. Beautiful. 5. 4. 3. Last 2, and then 1 more to go. And then we're going to hold that bridge up nice and easy. Again, keeping the ribs flat and just going into a little bit of a march. So this is a little more advanced because we don't want the hips to drop as we lift those heels. So we're going to lift one at a time, keeping the hips as still as possible, keeping those glutes nice and strong. Remember to breathe. Awesome. Keeping hip and the pelvis, again, the knee and the shoulders kind of in one long line here. Awesome, guys. We're just going to go for 10 of those. So let's go for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one, and slowly release back down. Nice and easy, releasing those feet. Then we're going to take it to the side. So we're going to shift on our side. You can grab that towel if you want to place under your head, or again, just keeping your hands under there, keeping that neck in a nice position. Then we're going to stack the hips on top of each other. So one hip in line with the other. We want to make sure, again, those feet are going to stick together, and we're just going to make sure we don't open too much, okay? So when you're in a clamshell, you want to just open where you feel like you literally can't go anymore. If you went anymore, you would start to fall back, okay? We don't want to fall back. So just nice and easy, lifting and lowering. Beautiful. So now we're working the smaller glute muscles that really help stabilize our pelvis, which are super important. So again, waking up those glutes, letting them know we love them. Awesome. So we're going to go for 15. So again, you can do these every day, every second day. You can do 2 to 3 sets of 15 repetitions, nice and gentle. And you can do different tempos. Let's go for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now we're going to tilt the toe down. The pelvis is kind of dumping forward a little bit. We just want to keep that straight line throughout that pelvis. So toe will come down. We'll bring it up nice and gentle. Again, feeling those smaller glutes along the side. Looking good, guys. Awesome. So we're just aiming for 15. Again, remember to breathe. Remember you're having fun. It's all about better posture, the good things we can do for our bodies. Awesome. Hanging in there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful. And then we're going to shift to the other side, nice and gentle. So same thing, nice and easy, making sure that neck's in a comfortable position. We want to make sure the pelvis is nice and neutral. And again, we're slowly opening and closing, Same thing, we want to make sure the hips are stacked and that we're not falling back. So good breaths. Oh yeah, that's 4. We're going for 15. 10 more to go. 10, 9, 8, 7. It's amazing, the smallest little exercises, how you can really feel those muscles activate. Last 4. 4, 3, and I'm not always a very good counter. 2, and last one. Awesome. Toes down. Let's hope I don't hit that step. And we're up and down, nice and easy. Same thing. It's almost like you're dumping the hip forward a bit to keep everything in a straight line. Awesome. That's 5. 10 more to go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, last 3. We got this. 3, 2, and then last one, nice and easy, just bringing that in. And we're gonna slowly shift on to all 4s now. So nice and easy, shifting onto the all 4s. We wanna make sure the shoulder, elbow, and wrists are in line, and we wanna make sure the hip and the knee are in line too. So just relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. We're just gonna go into a little bit of bird dog. So I wanna pull that belly button in, and we're gonna extend opposite arm, opposite leg, and we're just gonna alternate. So we're gonna reach fingers to toes to the opposite end of the room. So you're reaching to one wall and to the next. You really wanna squeeze those glutes. Keep the hips nice and parallel, so you don't wanna move them. You wanna keep them parallel to the ground. So we're really focusing on that whole posterior chain. We've got those glutes going on. We've got those hamstrings. We've got those lower traps going on. Want to keep that chin tucked. So we really want to work the whole back side of us, because these are the muscles that fall asleep as we work, again, sitting down so much in front of the computers and again on our phones too much. Living in a world that's in front of us. We want to do good things for our bodies to work on that posture. So keep breathing, good extensions out. You got it, guys. Beautiful. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now 1 more to go. And then we're gonna actually hold the contraction, okay? So we're just gonna hold and squeeze, push the ground away, relax, breathe, and then switching sides. And then good squeeze, keeping the pelvis nice and neutral. Breathing, breathing, breathing. 1 more time each side like that. So a good isometric hold. Again, pushing that arm away from the ground. And then 1 more time. Just breathe in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then slowly release. Now we're gonna shift back. We're gonna come into a little bit of a high plank position on our knees. And then we're gonna drop to those elbows. So we're gonna start off with a little bit of plank. Option is to bring it up to the toes, but if you're not comfortable on the toes right now, we're just going to hold it on the elbows. So we wanna make sure that the elbows and the shoulders are in line together. You're pulling the belly button in. You have one long line from your head to your bum. Same thing here. So we want to make sure we're not sinking through our shoulder blades. We're not dropping through our back. We want to pull everything up. Push, again, those elbows away from the ground. Taking a couple of big breaths here. Nice and easy. And then slowly release to the ground. We're gonna take it right down. I'm gonna come back into that plank at the end, but we're gonna start off with a little bit of T. So again, focusing on that posterior chain, really waking up those muscles that tend to fall asleep and become weak and over lengthened. So we're gonna take the eyes down to the ground. If you want, you can tuck that towel in just to place comfort zone for the head, especially if you have extensive head carriage and it's uncomfortable for you. That will give you a resting place. So we'll start with the T's, elbows in line with the shoulders.
and wrists, and we're gonna squeeze the thumbs up so the shoulder blades together and slowly down, squeezing and slowly releasing, taking some big breaths. Awesome. So as you get stronger, you can release that towel and let those neck extensors and flexors work to keep that chin tucked in, squeezing and releasing. Let's go for 10 more. 10. So we're working the middle back. We're working those mid traps. Working the back of the shoulder here too. Just relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Get a little bit of rhomboids in here too, but we'll get a little bit more in a second. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and then we're going to go into W. So we're going to bend the elbows, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So we're getting a little bit deeper, so getting a little bit more rhomboids. Nice and easy. So again, same thing, we're relaxing the shoulders from the ears. Just remember to breathe. Awesome job, guys. Let's go for 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the last one. And then just relax a second, give them a shake. And then we're going to take the hands behind, and we're going to rotate the thumbs up, and we're going to kind of lift our sternum off the ground. We're just going to go what we call into an airplane, pulling the shoulder blades away from the ears. Eyes are down, and we're just going to hold for a couple of seconds, and then slowly release. Taking some big breaths, then we're going to come back up, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Thumbs come up, so we pull the shoulders back, and we don't pull them down, okay? We want to open everything up. And then release. We're going to go 3 more like that, okay? Slowly come up, holding it, breathing, and then slowly release. 2 more airplanes. Here we go. Squeezing, breathing, having fun, and release. And one more time. So nice squeezing again, holding that for just a couple more seconds. Really feeling it through all the way from your shoulders to your lower back. And then slowly release. Bring those elbows back to the side. We're gonna tuck them right back under us. And we're gonna go one more time into that little plank position, okay? So you can come onto the knees. If you're comfortable in coming onto the toes, come onto the toes. Again, keeping the elbow and wrist, elbow and shoulder in line. And again, keeping the pelvis nice and neutral from the head to the mid-back to the bum. One long, nice line, okay? And we're gonna take a couple more breaths here. Just holding to finish it off. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the last one. Release down, just shift back, nice and gentle, going into that child's pose, just to take a couple of breaths here. Just one more big breath. And then we're gonna just come onto all fours. And we're just gonna do a little cat-cow to just finish it off. Nice and easy, pulling the shoulders away. Lifting the tail, just looking up to where you're comfortable, and then slowly rolling through the spine. And nice and easy. Taking some big breaths. And back up. Nice and easy. Let's go one more time. Nice and gentle, just looking up. And then rolling through that spine. And then nice and gentle, we're gonna flip on over. We're gonna cross those legs. If you're not comfortable with crossed legs, you can straighten the legs, you can bend the knees wherever you're comfortable. And we're just gonna shake out the shoulders. I hope that you enjoyed these 10 exercises that I just showed you for stability.
They are great exercises to wake up those muscles that are underactive due to the environment we live in. Again, sitting too much, being on our computers and phones, etc. You can do them every second day, every day, going between 12 to 15 repetitions of each. You can do 2 to 3 sets of each, and see how this really helps your posture, because creating more stability around our joints, creating more mobility around our joints, putting it together makes for a beautiful thing. Don't give up on it. It takes time. We need to continue to practice. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and press the like button, and I will see you next time.